Hello, my name is Suriel Baranda, and for my health science project, I will talk about the anatomy of the human body and its different divisions. First of all, what is anatomy? Anatomy is the scientific study of the structure and organization of a living organism. It studied the physical makeup of body parts, their relationship with each other, and how they contribute to the overall function of the body. Anatomy is crucial for understanding health and diseases. So, today I'm going to explain some of the parts and how you can recognize them in your body or when you talk about it. Okay, I'm going to explain first the body systems that are 11. This is the integumentary system, and its main function is to protect the body, regulates the temperature, and prevent water loss. It's compounded by the skin, the hair, the nails, and the sweat glands. The skeletal system provides a structure, support, and protection to the body. It includes the bones, the cartilage, the ligaments, and joints. The main function of the muscular system is to facilitate movement, maintain posture, and to produce heat. The nervous system controls body activities through electrical signs and is composed by brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves. The endocrine system regulates body functions through hormones and is composed by glands such as the pineal, the thyroid, the thymus, the pituitary, adrenal, and more. The cardiovascular system helps to circulate blood and supplies oxygen through all the body and also remove waste products. And it's compounded by the heart and the blood vessels that are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Lymphatic system defends against infections, maintains fluid balance, and absorbs dietary fats. It compounds by lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels, a spleen, and the thymus. The main function of the respiratory system is to provide oxygen by the lungs and remove the carbon dioxide. It compounds by the lungs, the trachea, the bronchi, and the diaphragm. The digestive system absorbs the nutrients and eliminates waste of what we eat. It starts at the mouth, then goes through the esophagus and the stomach, like release after all in the final part there. And the things that we don't need, the waste things. The urinary system removes waste from the bloods and regulates water balance. It is compounded by both kidneys, ureters, bladder, and the urethra. Finally, the reproductive system, as its name says, it helps to produce offspring. And in male and female, they are kind of different. In the female, you produce the offspring, but you can produce offspring without the male or the female activity. Now we're going to talk about the body cavities. But what are they made for? Well, the body cavities is a space in the body that contains internal organs. They protect their internal organs by membranes and often fill out with fluid to support the organs they contain. The first one is the cranial cavity that encloses the brain. The thoracic cavity protects the heart and the lungs by the rib cage. The abdominal cavity houses digestive organs such as the stomach, the liver, and the intestines. The pelvic cavity of the inferior part of the body contains the reproductive organs. And finally, the spinal cavity encases the spinal cord. Now we're going to talk about the anatomical planes, that are imaginary lines that divide the body into sections. The sagittal plane divides the body into right and left section. The coronal plane divides the body into anterior, that is the front part, and posterior, that is the back part of the body. And finally, the transverse plane divides the body into superior, that is the upper part, and inferior, that is the lower part of the body. Now I'm going to talk about anatomical terms that are used when you go to the doctor and you have to notice in which section do you have a problem or a disease. The medial is the one that divides the body into half, and it's that midline of the body. The lateral is situated at the inferior part of the body. Then the proximal part of the arm is the one that is more attached to the trunk, and the distal is the one that is farther from the point of attachment. The anterior and superior terms is the same as the coronal planes that divides the body into the back part, that is the inferior, and the front part, that is the superior. And last is the inferior, that toward the feet or the lower part of the body. Now I'm going to talk about the abdominopelvic cavity. That is this large cavity that is located below the diaphragm, and it's composed by the abdominal and the pelvic regions. The right hypochondrial region contains the liver and the gallbladder. The epigastric region contains part of the liver and the pancreas. The left hypochondriac region contains a part of the stomach and spleen. Also, the right lumbar region contains the ascending colon and the kidney. The umbilical region contains part of the inferior intestine. The left lumbar region contains the descending colon and the other kidney, both. The right iliac region contains the appendix and the cecum. The hypogastric region contains some of the reproductive systems and also the bladder. And finally, the left iliac region contains parts of the sigmoid colon. The reason why the abdominopelvic cavity is divided into four main quadrants is for the specialists, the doctors, to easily locate and identify specific problems in such of an organ and explain it to you as more easily possible. The liver, gallbladder, right kidney, portion of the small and large intestines, and part of the pancreas is located at the right upper quadrant. The left upper quadrant contains the stomach, spleen, left kidneys, part of the liver, pancreas, and section of the small and larger intestines. In the right lower quadrant includes the appendix, portion of the small intestine, right ureter, right ovary, and fallopian tubes in females, and part of the large intestine. And in the left lower quadrant contains portion of the small intestine, left ureter, left ovary, and fallopian tubes in female. All of these that I talked to you, it's the main base of the anatomy, and it's useful because you can start to comprehend more about your body. Thank you.